Tonight, exclusive video obtained by Fox 31 Denver may have you wondering why two people who complained to Denver's internal affairs are now the ones facing trial.
The incidents all caught on camera, and now they're claiming this is retaliation by police. Rob Lowe joins us now with a story you'll see only on Fox 31 Denver. Rob?
Boris, Deb, police, and the city attorney aren't talking to us about what happened outside of downtown McDonald's last October because of upcoming trials. But the documents and exclusive video we've obtained do little to explain why two people who filed complaints about a Denver police officer are now the ones facing criminal charges. It was October 18th, night of the zombie walk, where thousands crowded downtown Denver, and by nightfall, inevitably, fights broke out, some caught on camera. But it was this non-fight where police used pepper spray outside of downtown McDonald's. We obtained this surveillance video that shows a very drunk man in black being held up by his much taller friend in blue. Police records indicate an officer thought the two men were fighting. You'll see that off-duty officer walk up behind a woman in green who knew the two men. Moments later, you'll see her get pepper sprayed and stumble away.
Okay, have a seat right here. We'll have the
police body cam video taken just moments later captures the reaction of Lisa Lebrun. Her pain obvious.
Hey, listen to me. It's going to burn. It's going to hurt like hell, okay? Just listen to me. Keep blinking your eyes, okay?
Go back to the pepper spray video, and in the background, you'll notice a family was walking by. Turns out two boys, ages 12 and 9, holding towels to their faces, were also hit by the pepper spray. The 12-year-old's father can be heard yelling at cops. Dad, Joe Gutierrez, admits he lost his cool, swearing at the cops, demanding a badge number he never received. Instead, he was arrested for police interference, handcuffed, and taken to jail, where he spent the night. Lisa Lebrun was treated at the scene, but says her eyes were still swollen the next day.
I was having an allergic reaction to the chemicals in it.
And even if it wasn't any of my family members, I know it ain't right for anybody to get pepper sprayed.
Neither one knew it, but both filed complaints with Denver's Internal Affairs Bureau, claiming the officer used pepper spray excessively on innocent bystanders.
I want some justice. I don't think it's right.
Your job is to uphold the law and help people who are in need. And they're not doing it.
Yet it was Lisa who was arrested 3 months later. Two cop cars pulled her over outside her complex and handcuffed her in front of her 10-year-old son.
And they're like, oh, well, you have a warrant for your arrest. And I'm like, excuse me?
She was arrested and fingerprinted. The misdemeanor charge, unlawful to give false information.
They basically treated me like I'm an enemy of the state, because I made a police report against them.
Joe Gutierrez wasn't even awake when cops showed up at his house early one morning to serve him with a misdemeanor warrant Gutierrez didn't know existed.
They looked it up and said false information. I said, false information from what?
His arrest affidavit simply says, at no time did the officer point the spray at the children or directly spray the children. Video confirms the boys were not intentionally sprayed, but clearly injured nonetheless.
Spray my grandkids!
I'm going to spray you if you don't get back!
Why do you think they charged you?
To try to, I guess, scare me.
The Band of Brotherhood has put together to now go against somebody and make their life a hell.
It's Denver being Denver.
Attorney Qusar Mohammadbai has filed multiple cases of excessive force against Denver law enforcement. We shared with him the internal affairs summary of evidence, and he says there's nothing that warrants misdemeanor charges against Gutierrez or Lebrun.
This certainly appears to be retaliation against the community for bringing allegations of excessive force and brutality against the Denver Police Department.
Mohammadbai says charging someone with a crime for making a good faith report with internal affairs will have a chilling effect. Gutierrez says his biggest regret is filing a complaint.
The police are their own gang themselves, is how I believe it. The way I see them, the way they act, and I don't really want to get in their way.
Lebrun says she'll never look at cops the same way.
Now I'm in terrible fear of police officers. Now it's like, I don't know if I want to call a police officer.
Listen to me.
Now, after numerous phone calls to police and the city attorney today, we received a statement from Denver Police that reads, to protect the integrity of pending court cases and to avoid compromising the defendants' rights to fair trials, we are unable to make a comment at this time. At the conclusion of the court proceedings, We will be glad to comment and provide you the documents and video from this case. Both trials are scheduled for next week, but now it appears that they will likely be continued. We'll certainly be following this case closely.
Sure. Now, we did want to ask, was the officer who used the pepper spray wearing a camera himself?
He actually was probably the only officer of about a dozen on scene who wasn't, because he was working off-duty moonlighting from the McDonald's. So we don't know what he may have said to those people before he used the pepper spray.
Tough to watch that video. Rob Lowe, thank you.
Well, we learned about the story from a viewer tip. If you have a story you'd like us to investigate, email us at tips@kdvr.com, or you can call us at 303-566-7575, or send it through our website, kdvr.com.